What's good, people? It's your girl, Miss Hindzz, and this is vibez Sessions. Today's special guest is Chloe Jett. How you doing, Chloe?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Good.
I'm really excited to have you down today. I'm excited to see your performance.
Thank
It's always a
you.
pleasure.
Thank you so much.
So, you have one of the most beautiful, airy, magical voices that I've heard. I wanted to know if you learned how to sing, or you just kind of like did you have singing classes, or did you just kind of learn as you went along?
You have those people that just naturally have it. That was not me.
Oh, okay.
I wish I was singing for like I had singing lessons at age 7, and my mum just wanted me to do them because it's a fun thing to do while you're young. And I had something there, but it wasn't like the classic that you just have it. So I did loads of lessons. I learned about control, but I was very into all the pop singers. So I was trying to like copy them, especially because when you're young, you just copy the people that you idolize, you know? So I was very shouty, very like, oh my God. So I had something, but I just didn't have the control. So I had to practice a lot. And when I was 16, I was really getting into the music. And then around like after I would finish college, like I was like, okay, I need to shape up. I need to learn to understand my voice. It's such an important thing. So I just sung loads. I started understanding the levels I could go to. There's a thing called head voice and chest voice. And I just really practiced and focused on myself. And then because of all that practice, and it's because I stopped trying to be like other people, I finally got there. But I'm not there. I'm still like, I improve every day, and like there's so much more to learn. But yeah.
You know what? I'm so happy that you said that, because there is so many artists out there that I have heard that try to sound like someone else, and your voice is just not set up for that. Like, I'm no expert, but you can just tell it's like your voice is not for that. Like even on like X Factor and stuff like that, when they tell them you chose the wrong song, it's like you can just tell like your voice is not suited for these like notes that you're trying to hit. And I think it's really important, like you said, for artists to understand their voice and know what kind of sound they can achieve.
It is difficult not like copy an artist, but like if you hear them all the time on the radio, if you're always hearing them, it's a natural thing for you to turn and do that. But sometimes I'm like, I've got to stop myself from doing that because I've got to stay original. But there's also like, if that's what people like, and if you're trying to get to that level, like you can incorporate things like that and take inspiration, but it's best not to like fully copy and just 100%. Be yourself, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think the only artist that I can think of that is really good at copying other artists' voices is like Ariana Grande. She's amazing at doing it.
Everyone is doing what she's doing without realizing they're doing what she's doing, because you know the whole jaw movement that she does, and she's incredible, right? So you're gonna want to be able to sing like her. And like now, because she's so big, if someone does something like her, they straight away, oh, you're like Ariana Grande. But it's like, no, I was doing that before her. And it's like, it's really difficult to try and get there when someone's got there before you, because now you're like, okay, now I've got to change up. But she is amazing.
Yeah, no, because I've seen like interviews where she's like, they put up certain names like Christina Aguilera or Whitney Houston.
I couldn't do that.
And I'm just
if I ever get to that level, I'm going to be like, listen, I cannot do impressions.
It's
like,
so good.
It will be embarrassing. It will get views because it's embarrassing. That's what will happen.
You know what? We should try it one day.
No? Let's do it. Let's embarrass ourselves, please. I'd love that.
Oh my God. All right, cool. So we talked earlier about, well, we didn't talk about, but you mentioned that you're vegan.
Yes.
And I've noticed from following you online and stuff that you're vegan. I wanted to know, what is the reason you became vegan? And then I wanted to know if you feel like it's benefited you in any way physically.
Okay. Yeah, so I turned vegan I think it was maybe end of 2016, early 2017.
Oh, long time.
Yeah, I know. It's weird. But I purely did it for health reasons. I loved animals, but I never thought of it in that way. My sister turned vegan for health reasons. I was like, you know what, I'm going to try do it. So I was doing it. It was great. Did it for 6 months. I personally didn't feel a difference within energy or healthiness, because I've always been quite a healthy eater. I just wanted to take that step further. And then I had cut out everything, like even vegan junk food, you know, you get we didn't have as much back then as we do today. But yeah, so I did that for 6 months. And then I decided to completely get everything back on. Like just go for everything, eat cake, chocolate, whatever, just live your life. But then I started eating meat again and I was just like, oh, I'm not liking this. This is weird. And then I started to read more about veganism. And then I was like, you know what? I can't do this. I'm going to go vegan. And 3 years and a few months, I'm still there and it's going amazing. So I turned vegan the 17th of July, 2017. But like, I know that I'll be vegan for the rest of my life. I know that I will never change. I love it so much. And it's something that I want to influence others to do and just show that it's not as hard as it seems. And they're even starting some places, they're actually charging for dairy milk because, you know, they charge for non-dairy milk. They're actually now charging for people who want dairy milk. So it's like, they're kind of evening it out. And in the end, veganism is rising and the prices will go down lower because a lot more people will be buying that. And it's a good thing. I recommend trying it.
I was going to say, actually, it is becoming more popular and there's more options out there now.
Yeah.
So it's easier for people to do it. Whereas before it was like, if you went to a restaurant and there wouldn't even be a vegan option.
Exactly.
Yeah. So how do you feel about when people say like, oh, veganism is just like a trend, people are just jumping on the trend and it's not going to last?
It is. A lot of people have jumped on it because it is a trend. Like, for example, Billie Eilish, she's vegan. She's posting on her stories. But fans of her are going to be like, I'm going vegan now, which is great. I love that because, come on, she's influencing everyone. Like, if I could do that, if I had that power to do it, I would do that. It's a shame that people are just doing it for a trend, but I feel like it's better than not having it at all. And also, once you get into it, you see more things about veganism and why people are vegan, and they may stick to it and they may feel like, you know what, this isn't as hard as it seems. And I feel like people think it's hard. Like, I could go to KFC, get a vegan option. I can go to McDonald's, get a vegan option. Do you know what I mean? They may not taste as good, but the more they try, the more they get like criticism in the way that they can improve, then in the end, you'll have a great chicken burger. Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying that meat doesn't taste good. Yeah. Meat tastes amazing, but it's just not right. It's not correct for us to do what we're doing, and it's not a necessity. So why do it? Do you know what I mean?
Wow, look at you, vegan activist. Oh my God. Okay, cool. So we've gone all the way off topic when it comes to the music conversation. It's gone all the way into
back on track
into veganism, which is amazing, by the way.
Thank you.
Cool. Let's bring it back. So I know a lot of artists that like different aspects of making music. They don't like every part of it.
Yeah.
For you, what would you say your favorite is? Is it like the writing process or maybe performing, making music?
So I think for me personally, I love when my music comes to life. So I've just written something in the studio or wherever I am, in a park, anything, and I write it down on my notes, and then with people that I know, whether it be my pianist or I love working with my pianist because that's when it's like the stages of bringing your song to something amazing. Yeah. So, I mean, the way that I would go is I'd go to my pianist and because I've worked with him for about 4 or 5 years now, he kind of knows what I like. So he'll start bringing the song to life and he'll put these chords to it. And oh my gosh, it brings me such happiness. But what also brings me happiness is when they enjoy it. Like whoever I give it to, like they enjoy what I've made, and that's what makes me happy, and that's why we're working together, because we vibe together and it works. And the stages of your song just getting to the top is just, even if it doesn't do well, like it doesn't matter, you made something, and that is the most important thing. And don't get me wrong, I love performing, but when you're performing your song as well and people start to get to know it, it's such an incredible feeling because you've started that process. That's your thing. And I just love that. I love that I can do that. And it's just it's an important thing to me because it's just the whole process and it's working with the people. Yeah. And that's just what makes it so special. So that's definitely my favorite.
You know what? I can definitely resonate with that because for me, I always have ideas and like sometimes I'll be trying to sleep and I come up with this idea and I'm like, oh, I don't know if I can do this. Even this idea right here, like right now, vibez sessions was just an idea in my head and it's like, I don't know, can I do it? And I was just like, fuck it. Like,
and you're here,
I'm gonna do it,
and it feels good.
So yeah, even like with the events and stuff, it was
Yeah.
like something that, it was just an idea, and to bring an idea from your mind
Yes.
into real life, and
you
everyone
started
enjoys
that.
it. Exactly. And then everyone else gets to enjoy it as well.
And I wouldn't have met you if you hadn't started
Exactly.
it. So there we go.
Listen, I've met so many amazing people and
Exactly,
talented people
yeah.
like yourself
thank you.
through Vibes of Us. So I am always going to be so grateful for that, because
Yeah.
you can't put a price on that. And I think it's
Exactly.
amazing. So I can definitely relate to that. And I think it's amazing that you have the power to create music that can change someone's mood or lift someone's mood,
Yeah,
or
exactly.
even
Or just relate to
inspire
them,
someone.
yeah. You know, like if
And
you
it-
listen to a piece of music and you're like, that's what's happening to me right now. Like, that's
Yeah.
what's important. I like to relate to my listeners, you know.
100%, and you don't know
Yeah.
how much of a difference that makes. Like, there's artists out there that have saved
People's lives. Yes, exactly.
I can definitely tell you that's a fact.
I want to be one of those people one day. I'm going to
You
do
will,
it.
and you will be.
Thank
You will be, 100%. Cool. So now I have a very important question. You have to answer wisely.
I'm scared. Okay.
Okay.
Hit me with that.
I ask all the artists that come here this question, and I kind of judge them based on their. I'm joking. I don't.
Okay.
So if you could collaborate with two artists, dead or alive,
God,
anyone in the world,
Oh, God.
who would you choose?
Oh, someone came straight to mind. And there definitely will be judgment.
I'm joking. I don't.
No, there will be. I mean, listen, this person, artist-wise, incredible. For me, like, I was like, wow. Person-wise,
That's fine.
I don't know, because they're dead. I don't know the true story. Media makes things up, you know.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not so sure. It would be Michael Jackson.
Oh my God, I had a feeling you were going to say that, because you said, I don't know if it's true. No, listen, Michael Jackson is a fucking legend.
He's just so talented in so many different ways, but his music isn't just the same. And they're not just like, just in that era. Like, he's gone on for ages, and the back, and even the Jackson 5's like, oh my God, like, it just, like, I don't know him as a person, so I can't judge that.
Yeah.
I never met him, wish I did, whatever. But
What?
his music, I
You
wish
did?
I met him.
Oh, I thought you said you did. Oh God. I was like, wait,
Yeah,
what?
I did, whatever. I'm just gonna. No, I wish. But his just creative wise, and I've seen videos of him actually putting work in the studio, because you know there's some artists that can't do that. They just write the song and sing it, but he puts in all his ideas, and I don't know that I think we would have vibed well together.
Yeah, I think so too. I think he is just one of them artists that he could just work with anybody, like any genre, and just kill it.
Yeah.
And like even now, you can listen to his music and it won't sound like dated
Exactly.
at all.
Exactly.
Who's the second one?
Oh my, it is so tough because there are so many good people out there. I honestly can't. Oh, I don't know. I would want to collaborate with everyone.
Okay,
I don't know.
but you won. I think you
One,
chose a
one.
guy. Maybe you should choose a girl.
A girl. There's too many good girl artists. That's the thing. Like too many. I don't know. This is pressure. This is really.
You don't think
pressurising.
about this in your spare time. If I was an artist,
Because
I
there's
always
so
think about
many.
that.
There's so many people. Like, if you were to look at my Spotify playlist, it's a mixture of everyone. It's like the weirdest artists. Like,
Okay,
I
do you know who
can't-
I
I
think I would
Go
like
on.
to hear you
Go,
on a
yeah,
song
yeah,
with?
this is
Ariana
good.
Grande.
I knew you were going to say that.
I always, when I hear you sing all the time
Yeah.
online and stuff, I always think of Ariana Grande and how amazing it would be.
I think, because I've definitely taken inspiration from her. Again, I hear her all the time.
Yeah.
She's incredible. But I try not to be like her.
Yeah.
Not because she's not amazing, but just because I want to be my own person.
I
and,
don't
like,
feel like you come across like you're trying to be
we
like
just
her.
hit similar notes. That's what it is.
Yeah.
And because she's so big and everyone's seen her, when you hit a note like that, people straight want to think Ariana Grande. Used to be Mariah Carey.
Yeah,
Now-
well,
now-
she took her voice.
Yeah, but I would also say that I love Queen, the band. I think they were also really, really.
Actually, no.
No, please. You're lying.
Okay.
Queen.
Okay,
Bohemian
yeah.
Rhapsody.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they when I watched their film, that's what changed me as an artist. And they are also, again, like Michael Jackson, everything they do is like, oh, it's just, I don't get me started, I'll go on for ages, but they are also very different. And they changed music, and I'd love to work with them, especially because they're a group. There's so many of them, and they're just, wow.
You know what? I think you would complement another artist who is different to you. I think you working with artists that are nothing like you would actually be something
I love
cool.
doing that because it's you go down a different avenue and you learn a lot more. Because when you're in one music avenue, say for example, I'm quite contemporary R&B, hints of pop and like jazz. Yeah. I've worked around those kind of areas. But right now, like I could work on a drum and bass track and I'd love it. But I don't know how to write to that. And what's interesting is that I learn how to write to that because it's very different from a classic pop song. I mean, people follow the structure. I don't like to follow the structure, but people follow the verse, chorus, bridge, chorus. But it's like drum and bass is like airy, atmospheric vocals or like just make it how you want to make. I don't know. It's great. I like to follow and work with a producer and just do our own thing. And that's what makes it different.
Maybe you should do that. Any drum and bass producers out there, holla at your girl. Don't worry, I got you.
Thank you.
Cool. So speaking of music and creating music, what new music do you have? Wait, you have your EP out?
My EP is out and everywhere is Chloe Jet, so CHLOEJET, and all one word. And I'm so happy.
Are we going to get any music videos?
You know what? I can't say. It's an incredible feeling to have it out. I worked so hard on it and all the it means a lot because it's my first ever EP and it's my most produced stuff, which is on Spotify, because I had 3 songs out before which didn't have any production to it. It just had some, I guess it is production, but a lot of guitar and harmonies. And I never really worked with a producer. I kind of did it myself with instrumentalists. So to have it brought to life and people could bang it out in the car. There's like loads of different genres in it. You've got hints of trap, hints of pop, jazz. Like it's just a mixture of everything, but it still sounds like Chloe Jet. Yeah. You still got the similar flows, I don't like to say I can rap. I do more like fast talk because rapping is like a skill.
Have you got any songs with rappers?
Yes.
Do you?
Yeah, on the EP.
Oh, on the EP. Okay.
So they've got some features artists on there. So I'm not going to say who because then you can have a listen and find out for yourself. But it means a lot, and it doesn't even matter if it doesn't do the best that it can do, because I know that I worked so hard on it with the team. And you know what, like it's my music and it's out there and it's for people to listen to and it's in their hands, in their control, and I'll just get it out as much as I can. So, but yeah. I
think it will do great.
Good.
And I think if you believe that you worked hard on it and you deserve the best
Believing
outcome
is the most, it's a skill to believe.
Yes.
Because if you don't believe, then, you know, it's hard to believe in yourself and get to the point where you believe in yourself. But when you do, it's a talented skill.
But that's the thing, you already do believe in yourself because you bring things to life all the time that are just in your head. So you already know that you could do it. You just have to
It's
continue.
a good feeling. I have to say it's a good feeling.
So if any artist wanted to like collaborate with you, or anyone had performance opportunities or any inquiries, what would be the best way for them to contact you?
So, I mean, I'm very active on Instagram because that's where you kind of get the glimpse of my personality, and I like to post on there, and I'm just always on there, which is Chloe Jet _. Someone else has taken Chloe Jet and they don't use it. It's like the Chloe perfume, and they have 10 followers and they haven't used it in like 5 years.
You should ask them if you can buy it.
But I can't ask them because they're not on it. I tried to report the account so that can people Instagram are like. But you know what, it's fine because when you type it in, what comes up is the most active person. So even if you type in Chloe Jet, it'll still come, and it's all one word. And then that's the best place. I mean, everywhere is Chloe Jet. So if you just type it in, you're like, because there's not many Chloe Jets. Which is the key.
That's
I don't know any. When I type it in, it comes up with loads of different people apart from Chloe Jet. So Instagram is probably the best way. Cool. But yeah,
Instagram.
Yeah,
you heard it here, guys. Instagram. Well, Chloe, it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for having me. I've really enjoyed it.
No problem. I loved having you, and I cannot wait for your live performance.
Oh, yes.
And now we're going to have an exclusive performance from Chloe Jet.
the damage to seek out for, 'cause I'm out of complaining. Even though it feels plain, you take a look inside and see a mess from your making. I don't know what to say. I feel like I am saying words that no one wants to take in. Hold on, wait a second, just please. Don't I listen to you always? When you ask, I'm right there, so hold on, please. Wait a second, I wish your looks were your persona. Take my word and that's the last you hear of me. You're a lot to take on. You split my life around to do what's best for your making. You can't admit when you're home. You can't admit when you're wrong. Do you realize the times I've been trying to speak to you, tell to you, yell just how obnoxious you are, and you've really gone far. But it's all about yourself, so go ahead, carry on. Do you know that I've been here trying to wear myself not to get your coffee with no sugar? You say lay off. Hands set down, my head to my thoughts, melting to the floor, I can't see anymore. Hi, coming through, welcome, I'm your company. Oh, you got the wrong door, I can't be here no more. Hold on, wait a second, just please. Don't I listen to you always? When you ask, I'm right there, so hold on, please. I said hold on, please. If I'm always there for you, then why can't you be there for me? All I ask is for a two-sided way for us to be. So tell me, please, if I listen to yours, will you now get the same back to me? Put me at ease. I just wanna know if I should be a help to you if you want to me. And if you aren't to me, then I will tell you straight right to you. You think you can be, step on over here, attend you through. You see over there, the type of knot you can't just cut and glue. And back behind you, tell you to jump and nothing moves for you. Hands set down, my head to my thoughts. Took you on this trip, you can't take any more. Hi, coming through, welcome to the mind of me. It's a rough ride, let me know if you can't go on. Hold on, wait a second, just please. Don't I listen to you always? When you ask, I'm right there, so hold on, please. I said hold on, please. If I'm always there for you, then why can't you be there for me? All I ask is for a two-sided way for us to be. So tell me, please, if I listen to your eyes, will you not get the same back to me? Put me at ease. I just wanna know if I should be a help to you if you want to me. I said hold on, wait a second, just please. Don't I listen to you always? I said hold on, 'cause I listen to you always.